The name Alpha implies top dog status, but the Galaxy Alpha is a bit of a mixed message. It's the first Samsung Galaxy to have a metal frame around the edges. The Galaxy Note 4 will soon join it, and it's meant to be the classy model. It's also downsized and with those straight metal edges like the iPhone 5's, it's designed to compete with the 4.7 iPhone 6 that ironically uses a completely new design. The Alpha, like the Sony Xperia Z3 Compact, downsizes the standard-sized flagship the Galaxy S5 in this case without dumbing down the specs too much. Thus the Alpha has a 4.7 Super AMOLED display, the same 2.5 GHz quad-core Snapdragon 801, 2 GB of RAM and 32 GB of storage. It has a 12MP camera that takes photos and videos that are nearly indistinguishable from the 16MP GS5, and it has a fingerprint scanner embedded in the home button. Sounds lovely if you prefer a more manageable size phone and better looks than the Galaxy S5. The specs and design are certainly above the Samsung Galaxy S5 Mini, which is the 4.5 reduced spec version of the GS5. The Galaxy Alpha, unlike most Samsung Android Galaxy phones, has no microSD card slot. Samsung somewhat makes up for that with double the storage from the GS5, but those of you who carry extremely large video and music libraries might not like the Alpha. The back camera resolution drops, but given the same excellent features and quality as the GS5, I'm not bothered. The display is 1280 x 720 rather than 1920 x 1080. Android phones 4.7 and under don't get 1080p displays. The LCD-equipped HTC One M7 is the exception, and honestly it's not terribly worthwhile to move up to Full HD when most eyes won't see the difference. The display is that wildly saturated and contrasty Super AMOLED that Samsung fans love, but at 720p, the diamond pentile matrix does cause a bit of haloing around text here and there. It's not easy to spot, but Android folks are obsessed with specs and have already condemned the poor Galaxy Alpha, sight unseen. We here at Mobile Tech Review have obviously not only seen the display in person, we've used it for a week, and I can tell you overall it's a really lovely screen. The IR blaster and AV remote control found on the Galaxy S5 and Galaxy Note 3 isn't here either, nor is the GS5's water resistance. What are you left with? A pocket and smaller hand-friendly Android 4.4.4 KitKat phone with the same CPU found on the big flagships, a bright and very colorful display and a very good camera. In the United States, the Samsung Galaxy Alpha sells for the same $199 with 2-year contract as the Samsung Galaxy S5 and iPhone 6. That hurts since most folks will notice the lower spec items on the Alpha and expect a lower price tag. The full retail price is $612.99, which is a bit lower than the $650 full retail for the 16GB GS5 and iPhone 6, but at $599 or less it would attract more buyers. The 12-megapixel rear camera has the same wide range of features as the Galaxy S5, including a backside illuminated sensor, HDR, panorama, and fast/slow motion video recording. The ISOCELL camera uses both traditional contrast detection autofocus and phase detection autofocus, a combo that's found on some DSLRs and the Galaxy S5, iPhone 6 and 6 Plus. Samsung claims this results in very fast focus times, and the camera indeed focuses quickly. Photo detail is slightly less than on the 16MP GS5, but you won't notice unless you zoom in to 100% and look very, very carefully. Honestly, a good 8MP camera takes superior photos to a mediocre 20MP camera, so megapixels aren't everything. The Galaxy Alpha has an 1860 mAh lithium-ion battery that's removable. That competes favorably with the iPhone SIX's 1810 mAh that's sealed inside, but is obviously less than the 2800 mAh Galaxy S5's battery. Fortunately, the smaller and lower resolution display help, and despite the nearly one-third less battery capacity, battery life is only 15% to 20% less than the Galaxy S5. Conclusion: the Samsung Galaxy Alpha is Samsung's most attractive phone to date, and more pocket-friendly than most phones. The 4.7 Super AMOLED display is actually very attractive in person, and performance is top-notch. If you want a smaller, classier but every bit as fast alternative to the Galaxy S5, you'll give up the IR blaster and micro SD card slot, but you'll get double the storage as a consolation. Will the Galaxy Alpha make a huge dent in the Galaxy S5's sales numbers? I doubt it, but it's there for those who want a smaller phone with elegant looks without resorting to the GS5 Mini's lower-end specs. If that's you, the Sony Xperia Z3 Compact, not readily available in the United States as of this writing, and the iPhone 6 are the Alpha's only competitors at the moment.